Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is Chris from Step Massive, and I'm back out here in Yosemite National Park doing a 4-day solo backpacking trip. We're doing a tour of a few different lakes on this trip. It's going to be a lake trip. Departed today from the Sunrise Lakes trailhead right next to Tenaya Lake, and doing night one tonight at Sunrise Lakes. Tomorrow night I'm going to stop over at Lower Cathedral Lake, and night three I'm going to stop at Upper Cathedral Lake. And I am doing hammock camping on this trip. On my last trip to Yosemite just 2 weeks ago, I had a complete hammock failure with my Cloud 71 hammock that completely ripped in half. And I will throw a link to that video up above and in the description. That was fun. Actually, it was kind of fun. But today I've got my slightly thicker netless hammock from Dutchware, and I'm just excited for another backpacking trip. All right, I'm all set up with camp for the day. I am here at Upper Sunrise Lake, and I am just relaxing. I'm kind of up above the lake a little bit, got everything set up with a tarp and got a nice view here of Upper Sunrise Lake. And the plan for this afternoon is to just kind of hang out for a couple hours, and then when it gets closer to sunset, I think I'm gonna climb up onto the ridge up there to the top of the mountain, bring my little portable chair and kick it up there for sunset. So got a little bit of a slightly awkward setup here. This tree right there is a little too close to the tarp, but this was really the only two trees I could find on this side of the lake that had like the pretty epic lake view. And kind of the only thing I'm really concerned about is this little branch right here, which is like kind of sharp, and if a gust of wind comes, this could, rub against it. So I am just gonna take this little sock here and go like this. Give the stick a nice little booty. So I got about another hour and a half until sunsets, and I am now going to depart to go along this side of the lake around there, and I'm gonna climb on up, probably up, like right up there somewhere. And just hang out for a couple hours. So pretty awesome view up here from the top of the ridge. Just got to the top. There we have Upper Sunrise Lakes down below. My campsite is somewhere up in there somewhere. And then over, kind of right on the other side of the ridge over here, we have Half Dome way out in the distance. And down here we have the middle of the three Sunrise Lakes. And you can just kind of barely see over there, Lower Sunrise Lake. Pretty cool views up here on this ridge. It's kind of some ominous looking clouds over there behind you guys. There is a slight chance of some brief thunderstorms this evening.
All right, day 2 here in Yosemite. We're back on the Sunrise Lakes Trail heading east, and gonna be on this trail for just about a mile, and then we're gonna link up with the John Muir Trail. That's right, we're gonna be on the JMT today for about 4 miles until we reach Upper Cathedral Lake, which will be my destination for today. Coyote up there. So we've been on the JMT now for just a little under a mile, and it is hot. I am not wearing this hoodie for warmth. It is strictly for sun protection. It is in the mid 90s right now. Pretty warm. Might just make it even more enticing to take a dip in the lake later today. We'll see. So just broke away from the meadows and about to start a little bit of a climb. We're gonna climb right up to the base of Columbia Finger and kind of swing right around the east side of it. You can kind of see it right up there behind me. And I'm here in a little bit of some shade, just kind of taking a break. It has been really hot today, been sweating a ton. So gonna have myself some Gatorade and a little bit of beef jerky just to kind of replenish those salts and those electrolytes. So as I've been climbing up in elevation, got some pretty significant cloud cover. The wind's picked up a bit. It's dropped a good 25 degrees just in the last hour. Right now it's about 70 degrees, but it's a cool 70 with the wind and no sun, and it's nice. All right, so here's the rig. Made it to the lake. Fair amount of people at the lake today. It is Saturday on July 4th weekend, so pretty much all of the sites kind of right along the lakeside were taken. So I did what I normally do, and I just started climbing up the granite and found this pretty epic spot up here. And then I've got my kind of generic Dutchware 1.0 hammock, netless hammock. It's the 11-footer. I've got my 40-degree partial underquilt. This is the Hammock Gear Phoenix. And hanging over there, I got my Enlightened equipment 40-degree revelation. And above me here, I've got my standard 4-season Warbonnet Superfly. So here we have my campsite with just the towering peaks off in the distance and upper Cathedral Lake down below. Cathedral Peak. And check this out. Lower Cathedral Lake, right on the other side. This is the bigger of the two Cathedral Lakes, and probably the most popular one. And this is where I'm planning to spend tomorrow night, night 3. What a view. What a view. Man, that was an epic sunset. That was one of the coolest sunsets I've seen in quite a while. And just a few more minutes before it gets completely dark out here. I am in the hammock. I've had dinner. I am very relaxed, feeling pretty chill, and just gonna spend the final few moments of daylight just kind of watching the majestic mountain peaks out in front of me. So that pretty much concludes day 2 here in Yosemite. It's been just an amazing, beautiful day, and excited to see what tomorrow brings. I will catch you guys then. Have a good night. Okay, so back on the JMT again, the John Muir Trail. So I found my spot up here at Lower Cathedral Lake. Pretty good view of the mountain peaks up here, and then overlooking Cathedral Lake down there. Just looking around, and you know what? I think I found my goal for where I want to watch sunset tonight. And that spot is gonna be right up there. So it's been a few hours and the wind is still ripping pretty good. So I went ahead and pulled my doors down, kind of pulled the whole tarp down into an A-frame storm mode. Doors closed on both sides. And this is just because I'm about to leave camp and I probably won't get back until it's dark. And so I want to have everything kind of safe and secure just in case the wind is still howling when I get back. Hey, there's Tenaya Lake down there. Looks tiny. There it is. Our destination for tonight. Check this out. It is epic up here. It wasn't even that hard to get up, to be honest. There wasn't even really any technical parts, just like a smidgen of exposure here and there, but no big deal. Woo! Woo! Just cooking up some wonderful packet gourmet. Got Dottie's chicken and dumplings tonight, and super looking forward to that because I'm a little hungry after that climb. Man, it's been an excellent evening up here. Just watched the sunset and just gonna hang out for a few more minutes. It's gonna get dark pretty soon. I'm gonna throw on the pack and start scrambling down before it gets too hard to see. All right, we made it. Man, I am ready to crawl into that tarp and get into that hammock and have a wonderful night's sleep because I am a little bit tired from that climb. And what a great way to end the final night here in beautiful Yosemite. Good morning. Back on the trail again. It's about 5:30 a.m. Broke camp before dark and got on the trail right as it was starting to get light. Doing about another 5 miles back to Tenaya Lake. So just having a little break here, just brewed up a hot cup of instant coffee, and I haven't had any caffeine yet, nor have I had any food. Just been kind of muscling along on pure energy and just the stokedness of being out here in beautiful Yosemite. But that's starting to run out a little bit, so need a little boost. Been hiking for a couple hours now, and the sun is finally just starting to peek over the hillside over there. All right, guys, back here at the trailhead, and this officially concludes my 4-day trip here in Yosemite, consisting of all 3 Sunrise Lakes, Upper Cathedral Lake, Lower Cathedral Lake, and returning here to Tenaya Lake. Hope you guys enjoyed the ride. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.